Hello, welcome to my channel, Reality TV Tarot. And this reading, Kendra and the prison phone call she had with her husband. Very interesting. Yes, her voice so childlike to me. It was, and I kept feeling like I'm listening to a high schooler's conversation. I know they have to be very careful what they say because it's obviously public knowledge. So, and she is definitely the wife with the dominant husband, even though he doesn't talk dominantly, like his tone of his voice. But if you listen carefully to his words, him suggesting to her what passage to read in the Bible and on and on. And it was kind of like she had to feed his ego. Wow, she definitely is under the umbrella of the papa and mama. And it was also interesting they were talking about it, we're going to hold them to that. Like somebody has to move out of one of their rentals and we're going to hold them to that. That is an interesting story that I hope to follow up on. Right now, I'm going to do something fun. We will do minor arcana, add them up, and see what major shows up. All right, the first line will be Kendra. Kendra, what fear do you have going outside the umbrella of Mama and Papa Duggar family? What fear do you have going outside the umbrella of Mama and Daddy Duggar family? Okay. And as always, we have to give our intentions. All right. Some of her fears? Two of Pentacles. How could she find her balance back in life if she left the umbrella? Like Jill and Derek. I just finished reading Jill's book, and it was definitely Derek who is the main player of saying, no, we are independent and we get to think for ourselves. And it probably wouldn't have come that far if they hadn't been, he's a tax man, now a lawyer, and that financial shenanigans was going on, affecting them. All right, I digress for a moment. Back to Kendra and her fear of leaving the umbrella of Mama and Papa Duggar. How could she balance out? Well, this is a financial. How would she balance out her financial life with the kids? Another fear is Knight of Cups. The fear that her emotional stability, cups, this is like, I got it all. If I leave the umbrella, how does she make her own path? And she'd have to be strong enough to, right now, she doesn't look strong enough on emotional stability. If she physically said she can't eat and they're giving her like protein shakes to try to get food down her. The fear of losing emotional stability within herself. She's got to, I just have a feeling that she's going through shock right now. Ace of Swords. Oh, in order to leave the umbrella, she would have to cut to the truth, cut through her indoctrination into that lifestyle where she sounds like emotionally she hasn't matured into adulthood. She sound like, gosh, not just submissive, but she is in playing the part that their cultural beliefs say the man is the head and she looks for him for guidance. What happens when the guidance is allegedly something disgusting, immoral? An opportunity to have a breakthrough is there, but that's a fear. And 5 of Swords. She'd feel like she would be betraying the defeat card. She feels betrayed. Someone already betrayed her way of life by reporting this to the police. She's with Joe to winning at all costs. Okay. Kendra, how are you going to integrate if the allegations against Joe are true? How are you going to process that within yourself? Like Anna, still stay with them. But Kendra, what are you going to tell yourself? Or so indoctrinated. How, on an energy level, what's going to come up so that you can still be with Joe, even if the allegations are true? Kendra, how are you going to stay with Joe? Well, right now she has anxiety and she has hopelessness. Why do you worry so much? Worrying keeps her up at night. As you can see, the kids, I think, were taken away and charges against her too. And how is she going to reconcile this? And that's one of the problems. In this card, I see one body laying here, and this is like the physical body, and your astral body is laying down, but your physical body is like, I have so much anxiety and hopelessness that what if it's true? She would have to figure out how she's going to get over the anxiety. What are you saying to yourself to say that these accusations don't change how you feel about Joe? I love you, Joe. God will give us the wisdom we need. But I don't see her wondering, are these accusations true? The Knight of Swords, follow your heart and treat others with love. She's, like I said, I really felt once I heard that prison tape of her call, she sounds so childlike, like her emotions have been squashed down of development. And this card is saying, here comes your emotions. Dreams are romantic, idealistic. She would still be playing into, she would have to ignore the allegations to play into that he's the knight on armor coming into her life. The romantic, the one for the dream in the heart. She would just have to ignore allegations and follow this like she's on a fairy tale. Okay, I'm Kendra. Sharing your wealth. This is generosity of giving and receiving. She will buy what is told to her. This person is Papa Duggar. I give you this, I balance it out. These are the kids who are supposed to stay in the umbrella. And this is Papa Duggar. So she would buy into this scenario of what Papa Duggar says is true. Those reports are lies. I'm not believing it. I'm saying this is what she would have to think inside her head. Two of Wands. Are you afraid to leave your comfort zone? I would say yes. Kendra would be super afraid to leave it's a big world out there. How's she going to support kids on her own? I don't know if she's ever worked in a career. Probably not. And then you leave your whole community. People who leave authoritative religions, it is hard. She would have to leave. I don't see her leaving because she'd be afraid. So this fear would keep her thinking that Joe's allegations are the world's terrible lies against her hubby. All right, we're going to add them up and see what comes out at the end of this. This one comes out to an 8. What's the 8 card? Strength. She had that on her last one. She is believing right now that she has the higher power of God. This is Kendra to handle the lion. She has the strength. She's being tested. This is what she believes. Push away those fears. It might be true. I got God's strength. This is what she's thinking, not what I'm thinking. This is what the card's saying. She has it. A direct line up to the heavens to tackle this power. All right, the next one. Let's see what that is. 9 plus, the knights are not supposed to be there. 6 plus 2. Okay, it's the 1 card. Let's see what the 1 is. Which is so interesting. And the first thing I thought when I heard the prison phone call, that Kendra's voice tone is similar to Michelle's. He married aspects of his mother. All right, this row of what Kendra would have to do to stay with Joe, even with the allegations, the magician card. She can create whatever she needed. She has all the tools. This is what came up. She can use all the highest tools to create what she needs in her head. I really think she will, if the allegations are true, I think she's just going to buy into the thought pattern that she's been betrayed, maybe by a family member, I don't know, and she thinks they're lies, and she has the power to overcome and stay with Joe. Let's do an angel card. What angel is going to be around her during this? Angels. What angel card? That was a fun way to do something. It's interesting. She sees Joe come in the night, the shiny night with the emotions coming for her. She loves that. She loves it that Joe is her knight in her mind. Okay. Archangel Raphael. Love, healing, and miracles. Oh, let's see what this one is. It is bringing past life heartbreaks. This is a big heartbreak for Kendra. Bringing past life heartbreaks to a healing with Archangel Raphael. At some time or another throughout the centuries, everybody has been hurt in love. Many of us have lingering codes of fear of rejection, self-protection. Such strong energies come through and block from true love. And that's true. I don't think she really is looking at this independently. If this came down in my life, I would be like, time out. I need to find out what the truth is. Instead, she kind of just is repeating the cultural words. Raphael can unite healing in a karmic pattern. So she's has a chance here to heal some karmic pattern. It can heal her health, her balance, and her deep sense of well-being. So she has a chance here to heal some karmic past life energy through this experience she's having. And this, I don't know if she believes in angels, could be around her right now. Well, thank you for listening, and I look forward to see how this story of Kendra and the Duggars plays out. Thank you.